Hello darlings, it's Tess, and today I just want to give you a really quick video of a prosperity, home-seeking and success spell bag that I did recently for a friend. Second most complicated spell bag I've ever done. It was absolutely bulging and I wasn't even finished. I didn't think it would even have that many ingredients because you guys know I don't use crystals and herbs that much. As a witch, I tend to go for kind of more abstract symbolic stuff. So there's some of that in there, but I also found how many ingredients from my different lists that I actually had that I was able to find, even though I only have a few. So, obviously I'm going to tell you what's in the bag. I didn't film me putting it together because I just wanted to have that to myself, but I obviously wrote down what is in it. And so this is a list that is put together from the Llewellyn's book of correspondences, some cross-referenced lists of abundance and success and prosperity that I have in my grimoire that I wrote down a while ago. And I also just did a quick Google search of like ingredients that you would put in a bag for a safe home. And I also looked at some ingredients of different housekeeping spells that Molly Roberts has in her Homecraft workbook. You guys know I've been doing that course, and one of the things she gives us is a little zine with some ingredients in it, and so I was looking at that as well, just to, you know, juice it up even more and have sort of, you know, Saint Molly's opinion on what was going on, just because she thought those ingredients are good to have to use in your home. So I thought I would put them in this spell bag that is partly for about having a home and finding a good home. So here's my list of everything that ended up in it. A coin, obviously, for money, honeysuckle, peppermint, cinnamon, a white candle, a red cigarette lighter, because my friend who this is for really identifies with like fire, like the eye of Sauron, like in a good way, just like that's one aspect. He likes different parts of Lord of the Rings more than that, and dragons and all that amazing stuff. And so I wanted to put in like a really weird ingredient that, like, this sounds so pick-me, but like that most witches wouldn't think of putting, like a really non-traditional ingredient. So I put in the red cigarette lighter, very proud that I thought of that, lemon balm, amethyst chip, coffee grounds, olive pit, that also, as well as being an ingredient for a happy home. The friend that I'm doing this for has a background of, one side of his background is Italian and the other side is Nordic, so, you know, he likes Viking stuff as well, so I've included that. But the olive pit, obviously, olives are Italian, etc. Salt, black salt, some of my road opener oil, the Norse rune Odal, which represents home, so again, that's his Norse side, clear quartz, rose, dragon's blood, bay leaves, nutmeg, marigolds, and then a tiny little shred of a peacock feather that I have. Like, I just snipped off a few tiny little spindly bits and put them in, because green is one of the best colours for attracting luck and wealth, and that's what we want this spell bag to do. We want to have the luck of finding a new home, and we want to attract some wealth in order to you know, be able to keep that home. So I looked in my Rainbow Witch book, and when it comes to the green ray of the rainbow, the number one bird that it goes for is the peacock, and so I knew I wanted to put a couple of little shreds of that feather in there to represent, you know, the green ray bird. So I stuffed it with all of those ingredients, and then I did a special sigil based on like a message that I wanted it to have, obviously, and I won't tell you what that message is because that's special to the sigil. And then I decorated the sigil, and so I coloured it in yellow and green, which again are like abundance, success, harvesty colours. And obviously gold is for like wealth and everything too, so I painted the lines of the sigil with that. But then on the inside I put some, what are they called? They're like cornecos or something, which are an Italian folk magic charm that is very common. Most of the time they're red, but they come in a few colours to mean different things, and they kind of come in a yellowish colour. And if you put sort of a gold crown-ish thing on them physically, then they can represent wealth and good luck in that thing. So I drew 3 corneos. They're the kind of yellow chili-ish shaped looking things with the little crowns. And then I drew some 4-leaf clovers because obviously they're, pretty much a universal symbol of luck. And I also wanted it to represent my practice as a witch that I'm kind of handing over, because obviously shamrocks are an Irish thing and my background is Irish. And so I wanted to get a bit of me in there, which is also why there's the tiny little purple wedge, because purple is a royal colour for abundance, but also, it represents a little bit of me. And of course, having the decorated sigil of fabric paint that is on the bag at all is obviously, a blessing from my art magic practice, the same way that an Italian folk witch might put on a corneo or some kind of anti-evil eye malocchio spell. My version as art witch / beginner Irish folk witch, I'm in the process of learning, those two things, the art, the presence of creation in the symbol, and the presence of the shamrocks for my Irish ancestry. So, and then I also, once it was full, I wanted to juice it up even more until I'm going to give it to this friend. And so I've actually got it set up on my prosperity altar, and I've got some specific cards that it's sitting on and a couple of objects that are like watching over it in order to make it even more strong. And at the time of me making this and filming this, the full moon is in a few days. And so I'm definitely going to be researching some kind of ceremony and, really, really locking in the magical juice and the strength and the intention for it via the full moon. So I'm very, very excited to do that. This has been amazingly fun, and I don't think I'm at the stage where I don't know if I ever will be at the stage where I could possibly charge for making spell bags for people, but this certainly was fun. I love doing it, and I obviously love that it is for a loved one, which is why I put so much effort in. But now it's so pretty, and I had so much fun doing it that now I just want to make spell bags for everyone I know, but you know, maybe we'll get to that. But anyway, I just love this one so much that I wanted to tell you guys about it in this little video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made you feel very witchy and inspired, if that's your thing. My hand's probably been shaking this entire time, oh my god, but also I don't care that much. Subscribe if you want to see more witchy stuff from me, more artistic stuff, more stuff that is witchy and artistic like this. I do yapping about certain opinions, I do chaotic vlogs, I pretty much do whatever I want around here. So if you like my energy, then or that unpredictability, then I suppose you can subscribe. I would love to have you. Comment down below literally anything that you want to say. I don't mind what it is. You can talk about what the weather is like today where you are for all I care. You know I love talking to you no matter what it's about. Give this video a like because that really helps my channel. Follow my platforms and social medias down below. My Instagram is at Tess Arts, and I would especially love for you to subscribe to my Substack, which is where you can find my writing. I do film reviews on there, I do creative things. I want to load it up with all kinds of stuff. I've got different plans and things that I want to bring to fruition. Okay, I think that's everything. Remember, I love you, keep going.